So I have no idea how much of that was recorded. I'm looking at Burke Ramsey in regard to his sister's passing, and I've got red-tailed hawks crying out above. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm getting a lot of cards that look like, and this is all alleged, that he can be connected to this, and his parents may have really been upset by what he did and felt like they didn't have much of a choice, because they didn't want to lose, I think, 2 kids at once. I get a motherly card here with the Queen of Pentacles, and I feel like they did it to protect him. He has a great deal of worry, I think, where anyone prying into that. And obviously, he sued CBS, and so did his dad. But I'm being shown here that there were things that were manipulated regarding her passing, I believe, because she didn't want to lose both children. I think that would have, I get her saying it's just too much for me. And so they tried to protect their other child, I believe. They had a choice between, 2 children as well. I think he was really worried that his parents were going to, what they were going to do with him as well, because he'd done something very foolish. I have the Fool in the environment. And there is judgment on him for this. Princess of Cups. I feel like this is the sister. This is her. Even kind of looks like her. Even though it's cups, doesn't matter. I think she received a lot of attention. And I think it really upset him. This imbalance of attention. Even though I think he may not have always wanted so much attention, I think that he wanted more attention than he got. It's just a feeling. Wheel of Fortune. This is something that occurs as well. This is something that occurs based on prior state of events that comes to be. And the Fool, this really foolish risk, not realizing the danger that you're in or what you're doing is. King of Cups, to me, this is this hope for his dad, I think, to be able to be there for him, because I think he still depends on him quite a bit. I think that Burke has problems emotionally. And I got that bowl feeling here. I know that a lot of people might roll their eyes, but I think that theory might have some truth to it. Something of his that she may have helped herself to, and it may have just angered him and he reacted and hit her. I tend to think that sounds like a good possibility. This was done out of, trying to keep things secure. Prince of Wands. And the Three of Swords. I think he was really sorry in some ways this caused a lot of sadness. I think this was kind of curious to him also, this attention. She was still getting, I think, after she was, gone. There's a bully here. This is a bully card. That he would, and I get that he had poor restraint, and I think he had hit her with a golf club one time in the head before. And so him striking her in the head is not new. It's not a new pattern. And I get here that I believe, yeah. 5 of Swords, 10 of Cups. Again with the cups. He has a lot of emotions held with regard to her. And I think they're kind of a mixture. And I think he finds it kind of confusing. I think there's both caring for her, but there was also resenting her. And I believe he could react really harshly with her. Okay. I also believe the family may have tried to come in and make changes so that he wouldn't be linked. Making it futile to get to the bottom of it as well. 5 of Pentacles. This is about a lack of physical and mental health. There's something that makes somebody an outsider. But they may be very intelligent, very quick mentally, and also quick to respond. Now, I'm sure that's why I'm going to keep saying alleged, because this is alleged. It's a card reading. But it's not good. The cards aren't screaming that he, wasn't involved. I'm seeing more involvement. And watchfulness. I think he watches for, I feel like, libel. Excuse me. This is indicative of more than one person, 3 people involved. Maybe him initially and the nest. It makes me feel like it's somebody at home. Now there's 3. Where there were 4. Okay. 4 of Cups. Not feeling. Not feeling, not caring. Now, I don't think that they all didn't care. Quite not. Bear wants Mickey's attention, sorry. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups. I think they had to, I think they worked on their stories. And the 4 of Cups makes me feel like they had to kind of disconnect. There's some disconnection here. And the 3 again, and the 3 here. And the 4. I think that they worked, my feeling is they worked together with him on how to respond to this. The family. And the public. Wanting to keep a certain I believe, good side of their family represented as much as possible, and that family's been through enough. I'm sure this was not easy. King of Pentacles in the world. Four of Swords. I believe this is a man, the King of Pentacles, that is maybe one that is coming forward with him as the perpetrator. To me, there's some kind of recognition of, or IDing him as responsible. Why are we being shown this? Some end here. This could be a man that has worked on the case. I don't know if he's going to pass or something like that. But I think it was one of the guys, we're being shown one of the guys that put in, will be someone recognized as working on this case. And I get the Four of Swords. This is recovery or illness, and this is like recognition. So, and there's an end. So this is making me feel like there's somebody that may be aging out and ill connected to this case that may have suspected him. I'm not sure. That's going to pass. That's being shown to me. Three of Wands and Eight of Cups. Yeah, there's something, there's a light going to be put on some sort of restraint. This could be like him threatening people, and people saying, you know what, you've gone too far with that Eight of Cups. I think because he's trying to move on with his life, and so if people keep bringing this up, looking at him, looking more deeply into him as the time goes on, I think they're going to see something with the Sun card and the Eight of Swords. And there is some sort of, I don't know if this is like a limitation he puts on his own life, like he only does certain things, he won't go outside of a certain comfort zone, for example. That could be what it's about. But it is a form of not being feeling completely free. Either by one's own mental issues or someone else or something else. I tend to think that what is happening, of them getting closer and closer to understanding, I think will just continue into the future. I'm being shown something being exposed here. And it may have to do with any restraints, or like this could be the restraints of how he was protected, kept from being maybe questioned, or how that, I don't know. how that was done. Something gets brought to light. Maybe the family just, I'm sure they did, limited the amount that he would be subjected to having to recount what he was doing, etc. The Hierophant, this feels like a mental health counselor. Just got that with this, these stars coming out the head, and this is a traditional type of expert or teacher, and I'm feeling like this could be a specialist. This is also traditional, what's ethical, what's moral, etc. Oh, and temperance. I feel that somebody here, this could even be like a detective. I feel like there's somebody here who's going to, in the future, figure this out and bring it forward. There's a balance. There's something that comes to balance. This person is able to figure something out. Maybe they'll bring to light some hidden aspect. This is interesting. Three of Cups and the Lovers. This is definitely about a choice, and I believe the parents and their son, looking here, there's a connection. This also might be something that when his dad passes, this feels like a reunion of three people. Well, I wonder if this is, I don't know. Is this a stretch to say maybe? I'm not getting the Father card, though. This is interesting. This feels like a reunion of energies connected. Yeah, and three that have gone, three that have passed. Death, yeah. I think Ramsey Sr., or some one in there, could end up passing. Because I feel like there's three of that unit of family on the other side that I'm being shown. So this is into the future, bear in mind. And just pause this. So I feel that I'm being shown 3 out of the 4 in that family unit on the other side, here in the future. Further into the future. I think he kind of put his parents in the position of having to choose between him or her. I hate to say it, but this 2 of Wands, when I'm looking at this, and many times after I do a reading, sometime later I may watch the video not too long after I post it, because I get other hits. I get more. And plus, I need to check to make sure that there was nothing, the editing to make sure the sound was okay or whatever. So I try to see and make sure of that also. But I just get that it looks to me like he made his parents kind of at the end of the day choose between him and his sister. That's what it looks like. And I believe that he will have a difficult time when his dad does pass. There's a lot of emotions because his dad is the last one kind of protecting him. And justice, I don't know. Here we have the law looking like they're coming for him a bit. Or there's an argument, there is fighting going on, and this is in connection to the law, justice. I think he's defending himself. He might, when he's a little older and his dad passes, maybe they're going to have another look at him. Yeah, and this is evil. Really oppressive, Seven of Wands, really reacting in a destructive way. I can't even finish saying it. But it looks to me, yeah, like the truth of the matter is how he reacted. And the weird thing is these look like they're two that are in the womb. I really think it's him and his sister. And how he felt about her. I think that he had a lot of anger and resentment. And it's going to affect his life, and it definitely affected hers. There's something within him as well that is not in the correct balance. It's corrupt. It's been corrupted. And it's been defended as well. So that really yeah, I believe he was defended by his parents. It's going to be pretty clear. This will be interesting once his father passes. I don't mean to say that to be macabre, but there's something weird that I think this is going to come back yet again with him. And he's going to be sad that his dad isn't there. This is him, King of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. This is a heaviness, a burden weighted down. He's not done dealing with this. It is going to follow him around, is what I get. It will haunt him all the rest of his days, I'm getting. His parents had protected him for years and years, but it looks like once the father goes, the full weight comes back on his shoulders. Yep. This is communication. This is manipulation. This is showing a sibling. This is the past. So I think that the thing with his sister was manipulated. In connection to him. Ooh, he's going to need help. Because his world is going to... It looks like this is a meltdown. Needing to be hospitalized. I feel like it's a mental break. And it has to do with the pressure. I feel like of the years that he's stuffed or hidden what went on that he does know, what he does remember. It's in there. And I think ultimately it kind of undoes him in the end, after his father passes. That's sad. Strength and the Princess of Pentacles. I feel like this is JonBenet, and I feel like she's saying this is sad. That she finds this sad. I also feel like she had to tiptoe around his behavior because he would lash out. I feel like the two of them were very different. I feel like he had, again, more problems like this lion of being less inhibited and having a problem like he had a problem with maybe even a certain part of his brain where as a child, and certainly when you're a child, you haven't developed that yet anyway. But I think there was something also that's still kind of hanging around with him. But I think he even had less means of inhibiting his own reaction. But I feel like JonBenet is indicating she had to be careful with him because he could get very rough. But she loved him. She did love him. It's really sad because he didn't mean to do that, but he was just, he had problems, I think, and he got upset with her and took it out on her. And I think, unfortunately, his parents may have had to make a choice about what to do about it. His father. Success, Chariot, car. This could be some kind of confusion. And then clarity. This could also be authorities. I think this is authorities bringing some clarity to this story. There's been this confusion for so long, but I see that eventually authority, I feel like will come out with clarity in what happened in this case. Yeah. This to me is JonBenet now. Queen of Wands. The Empress, her mother. The King of Wands. This could be her father. An Eight of Pentacles. Learning, skills, work. Oh, his job, her dad's job. Something here. And that promotion that he got. This is looking at that. And the money. Six of Swords. Transition. Moving on. You know, I almost feel, I just get that from her that she wishes in some ways that this didn't have to come out the way it's going to. I think it is going to come out after his dad is gone. There's going to be more. I think people are going to be able to put things together more in some way. I don't know. And I think it's going to be too much for her brother. I think she feels mostly sorry for him. But there's also, the truth has got to be, it would be better for him that the truth come out now, while he's on Earth, rather than facing any responsibility, even though he was a child, for what was done. You know, I just get a feeling like she wishes that it didn't have to happen the way I think it's going to, where it would further put him experiencing consequences. But it's what has to happen in order for them, and her especially, I think, to be able to completely kind of move on. Yeah. It needs to be put, you know, the truth needs to come out, be, you know, understood, that's it. And this is, you know, it shows that there's information that will have taken some time to culminate, or to the work, the results. There's patience involved. That Ace of Wands also makes me feel like him hitting her. That act. That violence. All right. Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords. Well, this is instability mentally. I think he's going to be plagued with mental health issues towards the end of his days, and reclusive. I don't know that he's ever going to be held to any kind of account. I mean, I don't, but I think that the story, however, will become clear. I don't think that he's going to do time. Unless this Hermit and the Eight of Wands indicates. This to me is like living reclusively. That's, I don't know what to say. I feel kind of bad, and I feel like that's his choice. So I did the whole deck there. And that's the JonBenet Ramsey case, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. As for how you can use the cards to look at mysteries and whatnot. So this is just a theory. All right. If you enjoy this content, please make sure to hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and your notifications are on. And I'll see you in the next video. This was the Star Tarot deck I used. Thank you so much.